just be very aware and cognizant. Are you covering all your bases? Like, if you feel, if someone that's a veteran doing this, a lot of the steps that one must take to flip a house, is like examining like what needs to be fixed for sure that I know needs to be fixed. I think having that knowledge, no one is born with that. So for people starting off, is just definitely double checking. Okay, do we need a new roof? For sure. Do we not need it? Do we need it? Do we need new siding? Are we going to need all new windows? Like knowing that sometimes can save you from very costly. If you go into a flip and you think you have a scope of work in your mind, and then you come to find out that you need a brand new roof, or you need to completely redo your HVAC system or something like that. It can then you're scrambling, so that I think that would be my thing. That would help folks, make sure you're fully confident of your scope of work and that you have budgeted appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking further about the remodeling that you do, Alex, do you have a project or anything that you've done recently that you're really proud of?
Oh yeah, the property I'm flipping in Lithonia. I've had a couple of uh issues, of things that I did not budget for, but the house is I recently had a stager go in there to give me a price for staging, putting some furniture in there so we can list it. And she was like, wow, this house looks amazing. Like I went all out. Once I started going over budget, I just like, okay, let's just make this a very beautiful house. And then and one might say you don't want to be the nicest house on the street, but we kind of are at this point.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show. I'm your host, Erika, and today I'm excited to be joined by Alex Veit of Oakerds, LLC. He is revolutionizing the remodeling space. Alex, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited.
So let's dive on in. Alex, for those who aren't familiar with what you do or your story, give us the rundown. How did you get started in remodeling?
Yes, great question. Actually, was going to school to be a computer scientist. This was maybe about 10, 15 years ago. And I found myself working for a gentleman that was in the flooring business, and kind of got that job by accident, really, through a friend of mine. They said they needed someone to tweak their web page and just post pictures and stuff like that. And found myself doing that. And the more I was in the office, hearing.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
It was kind of like a store, actually. They had a storefront, and people would come in and they would look at samples, and I would see the sales reps talking to them, and then they would go out and measure their house, and they would sell jobs and stuff like that. And I was like, this is very interesting, So at the time, I was, reading a lot about sales, and listening to audiobooks and things, guys like, Jim Rohn and some of these old school kind of sales guys, Zig Ziglar, and a bunch of guys. And it was just kind of, it fell in my lap, really. I was at this place where there was a product to be sold, carpet, hardwood, tile, luxury vinyl plank, and there's a service to be sold, the installation. And I was going to college, like I said, to be a computer scientist, just completely dropped out of college and started pursuing this flooring business, right? So I learned just about everything I could from the owner of the company. And, I was with him for probably 7 years, just kind of absorbed everything. I was kind of watching this guy like really closely. He was an elderly guy, lots of experience. And at one point in time, it just, I felt like I was running this individual's business, and I knew everything there I needed to know to move on to, like, I think I can do this for myself. I had relationships with the installers. I had the knowledge of the products and the prices of the products and services. I had very goodwill with the installers. Like I mentioned, they're all pretty much 80% of the installers are Brazilian, and I'm half Brazilian. So that kind of helps, with the affinity. And I just had to get figured out the marketing piece, like how am I going to find people that want me to do work for them? Once I got that figured out, I pretty much split ways with this individual. It was a little bit of turmoil during that time, because he was upset that he thought I was stealing his leads, which I told him. I said, no, I'm paying for my leads, And we became we were friends after that, and then we kind of lost contact. And then from there, it's one thing kind of leads to another. From the flooring, it went to like, hey, let's do painting, and then we started doing decks, and then next thing you know, we're doing a siding, and then a window job, and then pretty much every aspect of remodeling, like countertops, kitchen, bathrooms. So yeah, that's kind of how I got in it. It was all by accident almost. I believe in in God and such, but I think maybe that was divine intervention, because before I got into the remodeling business, I may have not had much direction. So I feel like it felt random the way I fell in it, but it definitely feels right now, and that kind of opened up doors for me to invest into real estate, which is really a very fun game. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to remodeling, what area are you offering your services? And then when it comes to your investments, which markets are you in?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, I'm in a greater metro Atlanta area and surrounding areas too. For those people that know, so I service Atlanta and in North Atlanta, north of Atlanta, like Roswell, Sandy Springs, Marietta. We're in Smyrna. We'll go to Cumming. We'll do Lawrenceville. We do go a little bit south also. We do a lot of Brookhaven, Buckhead. We do also, we've done some work in Riverdale. That's kind of going more south. We've done some Hampton jobs. So we're pretty much, I don't discriminate that much like the area as long as the job makes sense to me and that I can turn a profit. I'm willing to do a little driving. I've done a job in just at the border of Tennessee. Forget the name of the city. It was a repeat client. It was a very big job. So, we made the drive, So but predominantly kind of like the Atlanta market and just surrounding kind of suburbs.
Cool, cool. And
Yeah.
then, Alex, when it comes to remodeling, from what you've seen working with different people in the industry, what do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about remodeling?
That's a great question. Um, you know, a lot of times I offer people quotes to do, whatever work they want done, and then they find out, oh wow, I thought it was going to be so much more. Like sometimes it's not as expensive as you think it is. Especially for someone that hasn't done much renovations in their home. It can be a scary proposition to say do new kitchen or replace your floors or paint your entire exterior or update your roof or something like that. Now, that's not to say it's cheap. It's not, just about any, you know, trade in the home service industry is going to be expensive, but it's not as bad as one might think.
Hmm. And then, Alex, I also want to talk about flipping a little bit, which I know that you've done. What has been the biggest lesson for you when it comes to flipping?
Right. Um, like we said a little bit earlier, I've uh, I've engaged in business with with a person that was out of state, and I think the biggest lesson that I took from that was because there was three properties, and there were you know three duds. Let's just go ahead and say, um, not vetting partners that you're going to work with is it can be very it could lead you down a bad road. And so if you're gonna pull the trigger on anything that has to do with flipping, make sure you're either working with people that you trust and that you know where they live, and and they're not gonna just kind of take money and disappear, or you just kind of take the reins and just assume control. And that's I think the better way for me is to just take full control of the process, as scary as it might be for someone starting, and just because once you get in it, a lot of the like the dragons that you feel like you have to fight are not necessarily there. They're not as bad as you think until you actually do it, you know. So I think that's I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And with you having the experience flipping and doing remodeling, it's interesting because I'm sure you have a different perspective that other people might not have. So, as a remodeler, what kind of advice would you give to someone who is flipping? And obviously, they're gonna have a remodel coming up.
Right. Yes. Definitely you know,
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
just be very aware and cognizant. If are you covering all your bases? Like if you feel, you know, if someone that's a veteran doing this, a lot of the steps that one must take to flip a house, you know, is like examining like what needs to be fixed for sure that I know needs to be fixed. I think having that knowledge, no one is born with that. So for people starting off, is just definitely double checking. Okay, do we need a new roof? For sure. Do we not need it? Do we need it? Do we need new siding? Are we going to new all new windows? Like knowing that sometimes can save you from very costly. You know, if you go into a flip and you think you have a, you know, you have a scope of work in your mind, and then you come to find out that you need a brand new roof, or you need to completely redo your HVAC system or something like that, it can then you're scrambling, you know. So that, I think that would be my thing. That would help folks, you know, make sure you're fully you know, confident of your scope of work and that you have budgeted appropriately.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking further about the remodeling that you do, Alex, do you have a project or anything that you've done recently that you're really proud of?
Oh yeah, the property I'm flipping in Lithonia. You know, I've had a couple of you know, uh issues, you know, of things that I did not budget for, but the house is I recently had a stager go in there to give me a price for staging, you know, putting some furniture in there so we can list it. And you know, she was like, "Wow, this house looks amazing." Like I went all out. You know, once I started going over budget, I just like, "Okay, let's just make this a very beautiful house," you know. And then, you know, one, you know, and one might say you don't want to be the nicest house on the street, you know, but we kind of are at this point. So, you know, um, yeah, that house looks amazing, you know.
So what kind of like touches did you do that really upgraded the space?
Oh yeah, well, it definitely had it had a like a 1980s feel. I mean, it was built in 79, so everything, every sort of finish in the house was of that era. So, you know, like for instance, the fireplace, it was like this like stone fireplace. We completely got rid of that and did some like huge white tile sort of fireplace. The kitchen was so not functional. Like it had a messed up island with a big range in the middle of it. And the refrigerator was off to the side. It didn't even look like it was in the kitchen. So we completely redid that, you know, and now and it's a functional kitchen now. it had these dividing walls separating the rooms, the family room from the dining, from the kitchen, from the foyer, and we got rid of all of that. It required like a 26-foot long double ply LVL, but we made it work, and now it's like an open space. You walk in the foyer, you see the whole family room, dining room, kitchen, and then you have the hallway that goes to the 3 bedrooms, and then the garage that used to be the garage is now a big, humongous master bedroom with a big bathroom. Yeah, that's those. And then I tried to stick to a theme. You know, you're asking what are the touches that you made. The theme of the house is kind of like black and white. You know, so the interior, you know, the white cabinets with a white countertop, and there's like black trim. You know, so in the master bathroom, same thing, kind of like white tile, white walls. The vanity is gray in the master because I wanted to make that separate from the other bathrooms. The other bathrooms have white vanities, so I wanted the master to just kind of be different than the other bathrooms. So it's like got a gray vanity, same countertop as you know. I put the same countertop in all bathrooms in the kitchen, and but it has black trim. I did a 0 entry shower with no curb. You know, we had to recess the floors with. We did like flat faced pebbles on the shower floor with a frameless glass enclosure and a rain shower head with a handheld. I mean, it's, you know, it's all every bit of like luxurious feel that you could get, you know. A big you know, freestanding tub, you know, right next to the shower. It's a double sink vanity. You know, I'm proud of it. It looks really nice. I hope I could sell it for the, you know, for as much as I can. But it looks really nice. You know, I think the black and white sort of vibe is a modern touch, and I think people like that.
Yeah, yeah, sounds really nice. I'm like, okay, where's the listing? I need to see this thing.
I know. I'll send it over once it's listed.
So, Alex, what would you say is next on the horizon? What are you looking to do with Oakerds in the future?
Um, I think we're just gonna keep doing what's working. You know, we're gonna keep doing the SEO marketing. You know, with the landing page. I have learned that the marketing for the flooring work is the kind of best bang for my dollar as far as marketing to get my foot in the door. Once I'm in someone's home, I can market my other services like, hey, look, are you painting? We could paint. Looks like you need new countertops. We can help you, you know? And then once I'm inside someone's house, I can market all my other services. If they're trying to sell, I can just be like, hey, look, I'm a licensed agent. I can sell your home for you too, you know? So I'm just going to keep doing what's working, you know, keep on cranking the marketing, getting the leads through, selling jobs, you know, accumulating money, buying real estate, putting money, you know, I do have like a life insurance, you know, just in case, you know, for my wife and kids. And just that is the system right there, you know, generate capital, the cash flow from the business, put it towards real estate so I can, you know, either flip and get a chunk of money, or buy something that generates cash flow and just keep building an estate in that fashion. So hopefully, you know, by the time I'm 60 and 70, my kids, you know, you know, we have something that can sustain my family even after I'm gone.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Well, Alex, before we let you go, if someone wants to connect with you, maybe they need some remodeling, what's the best way for them to reach you?
They can either call me directly on my phone number, which should I give that right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call me at 678-571-0660. That's my phone number. It's on my hip at all times, or you can go to my website, oakerds.com. You know, it's a little page there that you know, kind of like you can send a form out, you know, in case you want to request a quote. You can Google, Oakerds on Google Oakerds, and our Google page has a lot of reviews. I think we're standing on 159 reviews, 4.9 stars. We're really proud of that. We got over 700 pictures on Google. These are just pictures that either myself or my installers or clients posted, so that's a great place to just kind of see what the people are saying about us, Go to Better Business Bureau, you can check us out there. You can find us on Thumbtack. I do not like Yelp, so I haven't really cultivated my Yelp presence very much, but if you Google Oakerds, Oakerds, you're gonna find me. I make sure that to have an online presence.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Alex, for joining
Yeah.
us, sharing your journey with us. It's been really great.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I loved it. Yeah. Thank you so much.
To our listeners, if you got value from this episode, make sure that you're subscribed to the Real Estate Pro Show. We've got more conversations coming up with people like Alex who are building stellar businesses in the real estate world. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.